Good chat. Sorry I'm late. Right now is kind of trash. I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know, dude. Like, we're just gonna get started. Well, I will be busy. I have plans. But I do have a very exciting surprise. Dude, holy fuck. Is it loading or no? Because I genuinely can't tell. Guys, is the stream okay? Is it? Genuinely can't tell, bro. Yeah, like it cuts off and then okay, maybe it's okay now. Are we good, bro? Damn, this is like the worst lag I've had. Holy fuck. I don't remember ever getting this this much lag before. Stream disconnected. Like, why is it doing that? What the? I don't know why. I just pointed to my monitor. Like, you guys can see that. What the fuck? Yeah, it is running at one fucking frame per second. What the hell? Dude, this shit is making me mad though. I'm trying to show you guys the surprise that I have. Is it stabilized yet, guys? Is it good? Dude, holy fuck. Well, that's probably the worst start to a stream we've had. It has never lagged like that. Jeez, bro. Hold on. It's working? Okay. Thank you, IDK. I'm sorry about that. Dude, that was bad. I don't even know what to say. That was terrible. I mean, it seems to be working on my end too. We'll see. I have no idea if it'll stay like that, you know what I'm saying? But let me notify the Discord really quick that I'm live, and then let me show you guys the super cool. You kept repeating I'm late. And then lagged. That's funny. Yeah, let me update the Discord really quick, and then I can show you guys the super cool surprise that I have. Alright. So, give me 2 mementos. How are you guys doing tonight? Now that I'm not like 1 FPS at this point. Hope you guys are doing good. Happy Valentine's Day. I don't know if you guys heard me say that, but happy Valentine's Day. I won't be streaming tomorrow. I do indeed have plans, but happy Valentine's Day. All right. Love you guys. Spread love and all that jazz. Hold on. I need to like automate this. I don't have it automated like whatsoever. It's going to be that he is on Linux. What? Me? There we go. Okay. So, I hope that the stream is still okay. If the stream does lag a lot more tonight, then I'll just stop streaming because I don't want to put you guys through that. But super cool surprise. All right, super cool surprise. You guys will love this. Okay. Finally, we got a new Snorlax plushie. A gift from a friend. Okay, so everyone say thank you if you would, please. Hell yeah. Very, very happy about this. I think I'm gonna set him right here for the stream. But voila. Okay, I don't know if I'm still lagging in and out now, but if I'm not, then feast your eyes on the new Snorlax. It's not as big as the old other one, but low-key it's kind of like the perfect size. What's up, Foxy? Good to see you. Thanks, friend, for Snorlax. What's good, Nutshell? Good to see you guys. Hope you guys are doing good. Bit of a late stream tonight. Bit of a late stream, but you know. So what's up, Snorlax? Hell yeah. Thank you, Foxy. Thank you. It was a gift from a friend, so say thank you, guys. All right. So, hell yeah. All right, let me get VS Code running. So I did some refactoring last night, actually, just on my own. We have kind of organized things. Wait, is this? The text might be too small. Yeah, I think it is. Hold on. Yeah, but I refactored some things to kind of just put everything in a class. That way the structure is a little bit more maintainable and we can kind of organize a little bit. Good. Good to see you too. Hell yeah. Thank you, Foxy. Thank you. But yeah. So we have it in these classes now. So let me kind of go over it again and try to avoid hitting the .env file and leaking my API key. So bro hasn't fixed what he broke in that merge. Yeah, I know. I just got home, O2. I swear to God, I just got home. All right, I'm sorry. I'm just lurking because it's hella late for me, but hi. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Yeah, sorry. Kind of a late stream. Fridays are just gonna be like that because I don't have to be up early tomorrow, so I can like stream late. But you know, bro is not Hollywood. You can respond to my DMs, bro. I swear, when you were sending, let's see, you sent one DM when I was still in class, and then you sent like four more when I was like driving home. I swear to God, I'm not Hollywood, not Hollywood. But anyways, as I was saying, and I don't know how much we're really gonna get done tonight. I won't stream for too long, but basically, I kind of put everything in a class. All right. So we have conversation history. I wanted to organize this a lot better, so I put it in a conversation class. Excuse me, conversation class. I actually had to learn, like relearn how Python classes work, because they're pretty different from C++. I mean, like we've gone over Python classes, but I've never built anything that I really felt was big enough to include classes. I guess if that makes sense. So, yeah, right, buddy. But anyways, so I, yeah, like, so this is like the initialization of the object. Yeah, like the way that it stores like members and like you can't do like access modifiers. It's very different. Okay, it's very different. So, I had to kind of relearn that a little bit as well. But I mean, we got it all checked out. I added this new function. It just separates the conditional that checks if the message limit has been met. And I think what I'm gonna do, excuse me, what I'm gonna do is instead of doing clear, I'm gonna do pop for the method. Well, we can keep this function obviously because I think you know that's valid. But back with pizza. Hell, you got pizza? Hell yeah, give me a slice. Derpy meet the new Snorlax, by the way. Homie. I'm gonna have to like I don't know, cause homie's kinda in my way, but whatever. It's fine. He helps me code. Um excuse me. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do instead of doing like delete conversation, I think instead what I'm gonna do is just access the like access self messages and then pop. That way, instead of like deleting the entire conversation, it just pops the last, like the very last one, just for now, just as like a little like safety measure. You know what I mean? Just to make sure that the conversation doesn't get too big. You know, because I mean, if it gets huge, then that's just like that's terrible. So we're gonna do that, but I just kind of wanted to show you guys what it looks like right now. I put everything in a chat class because the way that I'm kind of thinking that our bot's gonna work is it's gonna have like these different like a chat like for instance a chat object I can imagine would be a member of Atlas basically. So wait, did you actually make a class for this shit? Hell yeah. I was joking when I said that. Oh no, I'm making classes because these are gonna get big. These are gonna get a lot bigger than what they are. Like I mean, and I love classes. Like what do you mean? Makes things organized. So oh, I spoke with I have a little side note. I have a group member for one of the projects that I'm working on, and today we were talking about like what languages we like to use, that kind of stuff. And like I asked him, I was like, "Do you like Rust? Like you know, like do you use Rust?" And he was like, "Yeah, Rust is really good." And like like he told me about how like all these big companies were like kind of they said like no more new code in C or C++. Plus plus. Like they're just kind of like I don't know, like going for more like going down the Rust route at this point, and he's like, you know, right now it's not as widely adopted, but eventually he said that he can see it being pretty big, or like, you know, being used pretty industry wide. So there you go. There you go. O2. Yeah, and I thought of you when I asked it too. I was like, I gotta let O2 know. Okay, but yeah, anyways. So yeah, obviously we have the initialization function that kind of takes care of the actual OpenAI. It kind of sets the, I don't know, instance, I guess is what it is. And then just the same logic as last time. And I'll kind of give you guys a little bit of a preview of how it works. The main.py is pretty much the exact same. So pretty good. Universe is calling and you haven't picked up. This reference. Whatever, dude. Whatever. At some point I will, okay? Okay, gang. Yeah, so let me change this. Pretty easy change, just oh wait, no wait, that's I gotta do this instead. So we're gonna do, what is it, alt click, I think it is. So we don't want to do well, we do want to do that, but we want to do alt there. So we're gonna get rid of these guys and do self messages dot pop. So it's gonna pop the back of it, like the very back of the array, which is good. So that's definitely what we want. Oh wait, sorry, my desktop audio is still muted. Sorry. All right, so yeah. Anyways, yeah, let me go ahead and run this really quick. Not leak any personal information. It's so hard with Snorlax right here, bro. I swear to God. But it's Snorlax though. I gotta have him here. And then what is it again? UV corn, some bullshit. I forget. Yeah. Okay. I think it starts up good. Very nice. And then we go to Thunder Client. We can run it. So I can be like, hello. Jeez, my voice is cracking like hella tonight. Hello. And then it says, hello, how can I assist you today? So we're also checking the conversation down here. We're having it print out. Does it pop the back or front? I think pop automatically pops the back, right? I think so. I mean, shit, I don't know. Should be the back. It's gotta be the back, right? Removes an item inflation. Wait, what? Yeah. So the default behavior is to pop the very last item or the very last element. I thought so. I didn't make sure though. VS Code. That's so cool. Yeah. This is Thunder Client. If you guys don't know, it's just used to make HTTP requests. What's good? Noel, is that how you say it? Good to see you. Pretty sure if it's not a DQ, it's the front. It pops the last one. I'm pretty sure it pops the last one. Well, I mean, we can actually check that too, because look, so we're gonna continue the conversation. I don't know if you guys can see the terminal very well, but you can see the printed conversation so far. So then I can say like, you know, how are you? Something like that, right? Okay, I'm ready to assist you. What can I do for the day? We can obviously adjust the system prompt eventually, but then I can be like, I don't know, what's 2 + 2, right? Oh shit. Equals 4. Very nice. So, wait a minute, but I think we might actually have to pop the front, because now that I think about it, the one at the very back is going to be the most recent. So we probably shouldn't pop the back. It needs to pop the front. Yeah, actually, because technically this is element 1, this is element 2, element 3, 4, and 5, and it deleted element 6, which element 6 was this most recent message, which we don't want that. So that's definitely not okay. Let me ask it really quick if it can like reference the conversation. What's the first thing I said? First thing you said was hello. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so hello, how are you? I'm ready to assist you. What can I do for the day? The first thing you said was hello. What the fuck? Okay, some weird shit's going on. I don't know what? Why is this? Wait, no, we're popping it. Oh, wait, we're popping it before we add the response from the bot, actually, right? So that's probably what it's doing, actually. Yeah. Okay, you're right. I just got confused because yeah, we're technically what we're doing is we are passing this function after we get the response, which I mean, obviously we should do that. Let me just make sure really quick. Yeah, I feel like we might actually instead have to just make, I mean, why don't we just make this like its own standalone function and just pass that. Well, actually, we could probably just put this after this, right? I mean, because no, I feel like we still need to pop the front though. Hold on. Let's see if this fixes the first problem that I'm having, and then we'll kind of just go from there. I don't really know. Oh fuck. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's actually gonna fix it though. Remove the front. It doesn't pop. Take an argument. It can take an argument, yes, but you can. There's a default behavior as well. The default behavior removes the last one. Like if you do pop with no arguments, it deletes the last one. But yes, like if you wanted to pop a specific thing, then yeah. I still think we might have to pop front. Let me just make sure of that though. I think the thing that we were doing initially was it wasn't able to add the user's messages for whatever reason, but I think it's still gonna not work in the way that we want it to though. So hold on. We need to, okay, it did reset. That's good. So I'll just say hi. Send that, get a response. Hello, I can assist you today. Okay, we got 2. That's good. Just, how are you? Okay, we got 4. And let me say like, who are you? Or something like that. Should still say Atlas. Yeah, see, look, that's, and if I like send that again, yeah. It's only keeping it at 4, which I mean makes sense because yeah, I mean that's as big as it's gonna be. But yeah, we need to pop, or the way that I'm thinking about doing it is pop the front, right? Pop automatically pops the front. No, it doesn't, bro. I'm telling you, it does not. The front of this array, the very beginning of this array is user says hi. I just tested it. I don't know what the fuck you're using, bro, but that's not. No, dude. That's, I don't know what to say. It is not. It pops the back. It always pops the back as its default. Now maybe, I don't know, maybe they changed it or some shit. Maybe like, I mean, what Python are you using? I don't even know what version I'm using actually. I think I'm using, I want to say, yeah, I'm using kind of the 3.13. Check your DMs. Yeah, okay, dude. v.pop. Right. I mean, it pops the back, bro. Like, I really don't even know, dude. I mean, it pops the back. Like, because if I, like, I mean, I don't know, the proof is right there. My proof is right there. Let me, instead of printing out, chat. Instead of just printing out the conversation, let me just print out the entire array. Debug array. Some shit like that. Just a temporary thing, because I do want to get to the bottom of this, right? Temp function. temp func. None. Okay, and we're just gonna print self.messages. We're just gonna print that, just it. And now, what do we call that? Main? No, I think it's all. System. What do we call that at? I think, okay, maybe it is main. Do we call that main? Yeah, it is. Okay. So we can do debug array instead. Okay, I'm gonna call that instead. Now, gonna reload this. Yeah, pretty sure it pops the back though. So hi. So these are two elements in the array, right? Element 1 is this first one. User says hi, right? Oh, by default should pop the last element of the array, but you can configure it. Oh, can you do that? Unless you specify the element to pop. Do pop 1, then remove the second element. Send me the code. Yeah, I'm lost as to how you got that, genuinely, because I know that it pops the back. Maybe just trolling. If I do who are you, right? It's gonna print out the array, right? This is the first element right here. And if I do this one more time, just for example, we can still see the first element. However, we cannot see what Atlas just said, and we cannot see this either. What, you did an online compiler? That's what you did? I mean, I'm not really gonna discuss it further. Like, I know it pops the back, dude. Anyways, so we can keep this for now. I mean, we don't need to remove it, but I don't really want to print. That every fucking time. Yeah, so let's do print conversation every single time again, just so we have kind of a good idea of what's actually going on. All right, so what was I doing beforehand? Right, yeah. So we added the pop. I think I'm gonna change the limit to like 6. Jesus Christ. Damn, doing Python and vibe coding, you really turn to the dark side? Where am I vibe coding? What are you talking about? Would be the first element added array. The second element, right? Yeah, would be the last element in the array. Yeah, exactly. Good to see you, Plankton, by the way. Vibe coding, where? Did I vibe code the file structure? Hell yeah. Did I vibe code get ignore? Hell yeah. But I didn't vibe code any of this. Yeah, so I'm gonna change this to 6 so that way we can actually, because right now it's just keeping the same 4. Like, that's not bad, but oh yeah, that's right. We need to pop front technically, so we could just do like pop 0 essentially. Instead, oh never mind. I read live coding as vibe coding. Nah, you're good, bro. You're good. Do you like the new Snorlax, bro? You like them? It's a gift from a friend, so please say thank you. Thank you. Okay, yeah, so we can just do like pop 0, I guess. Because that's what you said, right, Derpy? Yeah, okay. And I mean, maybe there's a pop front. There very well could be. I mean, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay, yeah, there is no built-in method. I mean, that's fine. We just do that. Oh yeah, hi Snorlax. Hell yeah. But doing Python is nevertheless turning to the dark side. Hey, just for this project, Plankton, I promise you. I'm still continuing the game dev. He is the dark side. You're still on Python 2.0. Jesus, dude. Bubble tree, it has a stack. What was your order? It's a queue. Remove the first element, restructuring the array. Interesting. Good to know, Derpy. Good to know. I need to come to you for advice on Python. Okay. Let's see. I think that's it. We just popped the first element. And yeah, I kind of want to keep it as a conversation of 5. We honestly could just do like if it equals 5, but no, I don't really do anything. Whatever. Yeah, okay, let's just run it again. Just make sure that part works, and then I don't know, maybe I can do like a little commit, a very small commit, and then we can maybe tackle something a little bit bigger. Say hi. Okay, hello, how can I assist you today? It's there, indeed. Say, who are you? The name is still Atlas, although I did have a friend recommend the name Ein, like from Cowboy Bebop, so if you guys like that, then we can do that, but... I am Austin. I'll do that. Okay, so the... Okay, perfect, yeah, so, I don't know if you guys can see it. Text is kind of small, but real Chad would have coded this straight in Bash, not binary, dude. I think you're right. You're right. I'm not a real coder for real. While we're at it, we should just build our own API and access the AI. Yeah, honestly. Or Zig. Zig is great. I recommend. You should name it Cargo because Rust. Fuck no, dude. Cargo isn't terrible, but you know, real chat, right? Brain fuck. Dude, I had a professor talk about brain fuck the other day. I forgot what he mentioned it for. I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, he just said like brain F word. And I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, anyways. Yeah, hello, how can I assist you today? Alright, so that's perfect. That's exactly what we want for right now. I'm gonna do a little commit, and then we can maybe, I don't know, I don't really know what's next on like the agenda. Like just in terms of fixed message limits. Like that. Okay, I don't really know what's like next on the agenda. We honestly really should. Alright, gotta go. Math exam. Yes, exams on Saturdays. Wish me luck. Jesus. Good luck, Plankton. I'll see you, man. I wrote a brainfuck interpreter that doesn't comply with the standard. Yeah, it's up in here. Dude. I really need to make documentation for this. I meant to make documentation for this, but I never really got around to it, I'll be honest. Dude, my AirPods right now are so cooked. The right AirPod is just constant static noise. Broken, somebody promised me today, so I think it's worth a call. Worth a call? What, like voice chat? I can voice chat you afterward. I have an assignment to work on after stream. Okay, yeah, so I mean, I guess conversation memory does work. I think the next thing on the agenda would be for this save conversation thing to actually work and actually like be able to do something. I don't really know if shit. I don't really know if that's needed right now. I mean, I feel like it's gonna be needed. Like we need to be able to save something, I guess, but don't really know. Oh, also I adjusted this yesterday, so it may not be. If someone would treat me like that, what the fuck are you guys talking about? What the all right. Send me your live share, bro. What the fuck? You guys study discrete math? No. I don't think I had to study that. I heard it wasn't too bad though. Now, differential equations, that's something. It's on a whole nother level. Damn, we're at 70 on the Discord. That's crazy. Okay. I don't know, like what's next? We really don't have this tested. So maybe we should like test how this actually works. Although we don't really have like a database or like anything else like that like set up yet, so we don't even know if it's going to be saved as JSON. I mean, like it'd be cool to like reference the JSON, but I'd rather just reference a fully built database in the end. So we might like just wait on that. Excuse me, we might just wait on that for right now. I think, I don't know, we can get some like conceptual stuff kind of done though. Like for instance, one of the things that hold on, we're gonna go to the browser really quick. One of the things that I really wanted to do is be able to save certain information that it considers important. And I don't really know the best way to do that. I've done it before with a project I did at work, but the response time was less than ideal. So, and I feel like it was because of that feature. So I feel like there might be a better way of doing it than the way I did it then. So I don't know. My hands are so cold. I don't know what that means, dude. Hands are cold. Are you using Florp, Zen, or Firefox? I'm using Firefox. No, I use Yahoo, actually. I use Yahoo. Okay. Let's go to the browser. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so basically what I'm thinking, right, is let's pretend that this is the user. Okay. Right. We'll call this Atlas. So that's what our project is called right now. Make it a little robot kind of thing. Beep boop bop. Whatever. That's a robot. Okay. And then we can say this is like our DB or something. Okay. I don't even know if you guys can see that. Hold on. Are you selecting this bitch? I forget. There we go. Flip was funny to me because Japanese. Jesus. There's like no English version. But anyways, yeah, so the user sends like some kind of like, you know, query to Atlas, just some kind of information, right? And basically the way that I had it set up was Atlas, or the bot, would kind of basically question if the information that the user just sent is important, right? So if it is important, then it sends it kind of creates like a summary and sends that information to the DB, right? And then it comes back and responds to the user. But if not, then it kind of just comes back to Atlas, and Atlas kind of responds back to the user, basically. What do you mean, Atlas? Pretty sure we agreed on cargo. Who the fuck is we? We did not agree on shit. I'm gonna make this a little bit of a better diagram here. We can say like, if it is important, then green. Okay. Information goes to the DB. It also goes back to Atlas to then respond to the user. Okay. If no, it just kind of goes back to Atlas and respond to the user. In fact, let me get rid of this. It has to look perfect, guys. It has to look perfect. Yeah, because technically Atlas will just kind of store that information and go back to Atlas. Anyways, that's kind of the diagram, but the thing is that it kind of made it slow, essentially. Like it made it a lot slower than I ideally wanted it to. So then you need to set parameter. Well, yeah, like basically the way that it would have to work is I would have to send like a prompt, basically. And I still don't know exactly how to do this yet. I mean, we're still gonna have to like, we the people is the we. I still don't know exactly how we're gonna do this yet. I've done it before, but I'm gonna have to. The people. Well, if plenty of people want that, then we'll name it cargo. Okay. but I don't think plenty of people want it. But anyways, yeah, so basically the prompt has to like be sent to Atlas basically every time. So therefore you need to become a prompt engineer. I've done a lot of prompting for like something similar like this. Hey dude, I vibe code. No, I'm playing. I don't vibe code. I don't vibe code. I'm legit. I vibe code, make files and fucking get ignore files, but not much else. I mean, you guys can probably tell from my GitHub repos, so. But anyways, yeah, so. Yeah, we have to send a prompt basically to the LLM to kind of, you know, make it pick like, okay, this is important, or no, this isn't important. And if it is important, then it calls a function that we define that basically allows it to save that information. Maybe Atlas like summarizes it and then sends it to the DB, or maybe it instead, you know, fucking, I mean, I don't know how else, I guess. I mean, many different ways I'm sure you could do this. And then, but yeah, like basically if it's not important, then it just kind of responds back. But if it is important, it sends it to the DB first, then it responds back. And maybe we can have like some kind of like indication that the information wasn't need saved. Kind of like how like on ChatGPT, if certain memory is saved and it has that like, you know, that little like gray thing that like pops up and says like, you know, it's good. So I don't know if it's like the best solution, but it's kind of the only fucking solution I know. So I think we'll just kind of just rock with that. I don't know. I mean, it just depends on like what OpenAI, like what we can do with that. Like if we can have it, I mean, I'm sure we can have it call a function, right? Like within our API essentially. I would assume so. But that's kind of the idea behind it basically. May not work, may work, I have no idea. I'm gonna check really quick the documentation to see if OpenAI has any sort of like you know, or like call a function or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Might be better to ask ChatGPT actually. Just curious if there's any existing documentation on that, so we can do that. Maybe Atlas respond with true, false, and check the result if true, function right, false, skip it. Yeah, we could just do that. I'm just curious if there's like a better method of doing it, because like for instance, I mean, because the thing is, I mean, especially with the infrastructure that we have right now, it's like it's just like a chatbot, but we're gonna have to add some kind of like middle layer so that it doesn't chat immediately, like that way it doesn't like send the user like the true or false, like, you know what I mean? So we're gonna have to add some like middle layer. But let me see if we can call a function. I'm just wondering. This is not what I asked for. But I mean, I'd assume we just have to send back like a true or false, which I mean, it's fine. We can do that. I was just curious if there was any sort of like other method that we could use that would maybe be a little bit more sophisticated. I mean, store the true or false as something, then cut that part. I guess it is true. We could store it and... Okay. Let me see what this pops up as. That's kind of the idea right now. So I'm also gonna go ahead and create a new branch really quick. We're gonna call it feature like smart smart memory save or some shit. I don't know. We'll do that. And then okay, so let me see. API functions, tools, tool definitions, and I could choose from. Oh, so we can like send it. We can send it. We can like send it. We can send it the tools. Okay. So we send it like something in JSON format. I'm just looking for the most like sophisticated way to do this, rather than just like having it send like a message. Right. So it's like we're basically defining like the choices that it has, basically. I guess that makes sense. Jarvis. What the fuck? I should have made some Lewis. That would be Aura. Fuck no. I like how it didn't even show your. Didn't even like show your comment, Van. Okay, it does if I don't put it on the top chat. Good to see you, Van, by the way. Hope you're doing good. We have the working functionality so that it can save conversation history, but now I want to be able to have it store information about, like, just be able to like store important information that it believes is important, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. Also, at some point, I want to add like profiles, if that makes if that makes sense. So we could do it like I have a profile and like it only references information from my profile about me. You know what I mean? There's also a security risk in that though, so I don't know. If that exists, I don't know. Cool. Can I help you? I want you to categorize. Wait, what? I want you to categorize my response as to whether the answer is important or not. Oh, okay. That's like the prompt, I guess. I can use that. Thank you, Nutshell. I appreciate it. Let me figure out this Boolean thing first. Say request. I just don't know how to pass that in yet. Wait, what? Oh, okay, yeah, that just sends back like text. I don't know Python that well, so I kind of have to look at a lot of different things. I don't know coding well in general. Just seeing like how that would even be done in the first place. Okay, so you make a function. Yeah, okay, that's easy. Database, okay. The thing is, like, you have to send, apparently you have to send in like a specific schema. It's gonna work, but we'll throw it. First when you run the new chat, after that just while loop until at least a chat. Yeah, that's true. Or if the user gives 5 questions deemed important, then I guess they all get saved. I mean, they probably wouldn't be like questions. They'd be like important information about like the user itself. Like, so for instance, like if I gave the bot my name, it would deem that important information to save because it's something about me specifically. So it saves that information to my specific like profile about me. So that way the next chat that it has and it knows that it's me, it can reference that data and be able to pull it and be able to make smarter, basically just make smarter responses, if that makes sense. It probably wouldn't, you know, save questions per se. It would more than likely just save like important factual information. So it's just a voice AI or just ChatGPT wrapper. Right now it's just a wrapper right now. That's all it is right now. But at some point I do want to add like voice, whatever. I see like Gemini. Yeah, exactly. Like Gemini, ChatGPT, all that kind of stuff. I want to add that functionality, basically. Because I mean, we're still kind of beginning off with like the basics right now. Like this isn't what I deem like long-term goals. These are just like, let's get the basics out of the way. You know what I mean? I can remember from other chat. Right. Yeah, exactly. Like if you mentioned something important from a chat earlier, it can pull that information later if it deemed it important. But it doesn't save all, like it doesn't save everything. It only just saves like what it, you know. Let's say you create some token that's stored for user. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like I would create like a user ID for each like user that uses it, basically. And I mean, obviously we would have to set that up like when we kind of like really start getting into like the back end or like, you know, like the actual like interface that the user will actually use for the tool itself. But like right now it's just, you know, it's just what it is. You call me on stream? No, I just want to do what I do on stream. I'm not scared, honestly. The primary key is the answer. Primary key. Wait, so you pass in that tool, but how does it interact with the tool itself? It does. Okay, so it executes the tool call here. Wait, but where the fuck did that come from? I don't know, man. I'm lost, honestly. I think what we could do is we could definitely have it like just if you start with simple, then I think primary key is good. It's unique in the database. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. Jeez. Let me just test that it can actually like determine if something is important, and if it isn't. And if that works, then we can kind of start having it like call like a certain function. Because right now it's just doing nothing. Just saves conversation history. Where do I need to go for that? I think. So I'm gonna basically create like a new prompt. A new system prompt, which honestly we can make a separate system prompt. Like instead of context, we can just do like another like a totally separate .txt file that is just like, you know, test important info, just to make sure that we have like a good prompt that actually like tests that, and then kind of go from there. So I think the only prompt that we really need is just like, I don't know, you will read the user's query and determine whether or not it's important information. Well, we're gonna have to be more specific. Whether or not it's classified as important information. If it's important information, return a 1. If not, return a 0. Or just return 0. I put that in quotes too. And I can edit this here in a second. I just need to kind of get my thoughts out first. So we probably don't need to call it like important information. We could just call it like, if it fits like a certain like criteria. Is that even how you spell criteria? I don't think so. That looks wrong. Store in the format, name, age, hobby, lifestyle. After that, it's whatever questions, small scale, you can call it, you be very fast. Oh, like predefine like fields for it to like store? Is that what you're saying? Basically, why is my stream paused on my fucking... But yeah, like, is that kind of what you're referring to? Yeah, gotcha. We can start with that because yeah, I mean you are right. It would be a lot easier to reference a from the database with that. How does an AI know how to return 0 when I just ask it to return null byte or true? Well, it's just it's gonna literally just send back the response 0. So you said you want to remember individually. Yeah, exactly. And with null byte, no. All right, criteria. Criteria for important information. We can obviously adjust this, but personal information about, well, I don't know if we need to say like, I don't know. We can, I don't know. Personal information about the user. Information the user says is important or high value, I don't know. High priority, I don't know, something like that. Personal information about the user. Information that would allow you to respond better to their future queries or some shit, I don't know. Okay. And then we'll just be like, do not return 1 if the information is that's sensitive. I cannot spell. There's no way that's actually how you spell sensitive. Dude. Yeah, I fucked that up pretty bad actually. Jesus, dude. I don't recommend using null since it's a language is different thing with 0. I'm just gonna have it return a string that just says 0. Or we can just have it return important or not important. Right. Do not return important. We can just do that. Like, it's just gonna return a string. Sensitive information about the user or others. Okay, that makes sense. Information about the user or others. Maybe like, I mean, we can add other stuff later. I don't know. For now, this is fine. And the best thing about this is that it's kind of easy to change this out because all we have to do is change this from systemprompt.txt to testimportantinfo.txt. Right. And boom, like the new prompt is already there. So that's good. Pretty easy there. Startup, Thunder client, bada bing, bada boom. Okay. I will say hello, and let's see if it actually does anything. It says not important. Okay, that's good. Will it cost more usage if you write longer? I don't know about that one. Yes, it does consume more tokens, as they call it. If I write, like if I give it more information, like for instance, that's the reason we put a cap on the conversation limit, because you know, it's sending that conversation every single time that we talk to it continuously in a conversation. So in order to avoid, you know, going above, you know, you should minimize it. Minimize what? You mean like minimize the, oh, you mean like minimize the prompt, basically? I mean, for now it's okay, like whatever. But that's a good point. That is a good point. I mean, it's like what, like 5 cents per like 100 chats or some shit like that, and that's like for like the highest model. So 0.1, 1.0. Got you. I'm gonna say my name really quick. I'm Austin. Important. Okay, it deemed it important. That is correct. My address is 123 Cool Street, Dallas, Texas. Not important. Okay, so it avoided that because it's sensitive information, and that's 100% my real address, by the way, guys. So yeah, it would be able to store my name. I like pizza. It may not deem that important. Yeah, it doesn't. But the thing is, like something like that, I would want to actually be stored, because, you know, even just like small shit like that, you know what I mean? So it could be like any information. My thought is trying to minimize the prompt as much as I can, since I can use more. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I'll change it here in a second. I just wanted to see how well this would work in the first place. And I mean, we're using like the least costly model right now. We're using we're using GPT 4.0 or 4.1 mini. Call the function if you make it return true. I'm really not sure though. I'm really not sure. That's kind of what I was looking into. Oh, that's actually good, O2. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, prompt engineering is no joke. Yeah. Anyways, so or you store it on the memory. Well, right now it's the current method that I was thinking is like then pop the result at the end. Wait a minute. You mean like, so like we send like a query, right? And then you're saying like the OpenAI API sends back, you know, true or false or whatever, but as well as like the message, and then we take the return from that and then pop that off of it and then send the response to the user. Is that kind of what you're talking about? Because the way that I was thinking of doing it is I want it to like literally be able to call it, because apparently there's like a specific schema. You don't send it to you? Alright, bet. Yeah. Cook for me, nutshell. Cook for me. But yeah, that's kind of the main gist of it is kind of, but like what I was thinking of doing was, yeah. We could do that, but I guess what I was trying to figure out is to see if we could, I was trying to see if we could somehow figure out how to allow the OpenAI API to be able to actually call, like you know, let the model act. Sorry, I'm stuttering a lot. let the model actually be able to call the function itself. And apparently like you can send like some kind of like specific schema to it. And you can send that, and then apparently it can return the schema or some shit like that. I don't think memory matters using Python, so it's fine. Well, I mean, yeah. I haven't eaten like all day. Where? I'm just taking a break. I'm really hungry right now. Gotta love Cheez-Its. Alright, let's see what you sent. Oh, it's... Okay, I can't have my fucking Discord on dark theme. No, it's okay. I can like highlight it a little bit. So, user AI list. Okay, pop, check. Important, unimportant. Right. And then, what does that say? Return? Or like respond? 0, unimportant, just respond. Oh, okay. Respond only. Gotcha. Same image might not good, but making sure being on the same track. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I think I was gonna like check and like what I was looking for earlier was see if there was some kind of way that respond. Okay, I got you. Sorry, can't really read. But yeah, what I was checking for earlier is like just to see like if there was any kind of like method that would allow me to like just directly call the function or some shit. You know what I mean? But I mean, it might just be more simple, like from a developer standpoint, to just kind of, you know, just take that return value and not send it to the user, just kind of like cut it off and then send the response. But yeah, basically. I don't think you can do that unless you do it yourself. Gotcha. Well, that might be what we have to do, I guess. But bad news. I can't stream for much longer. I actually have some assignments that I have to, just one assignment, but I have some stuff I actually have to do tonight. So, and I actually have to be up pretty early as well. I'll probably end up streaming Sunday though, for show. Bro, my last stream, like after I uploaded, I just thought I wanted to talk about this. Apparently like my last stream, yeah, it's like at 318 views, but like when I stopped it, it was like at 80 views or some shit. Like what the fuck? Isn't that crazy? That's why I kind of like streaming on YouTube, because like afterward it can also kind of get you. Can you just tell the AI to tell you what function to run? It's what? What'd you send? Do something like, I don't know. I mean, maybe. But I feel like that might be like inefficient, or there might be like a better method for it. It's a good function if they build, however, so far like AI start calling stuff by itself. That is true. That is true. Like it could like hallucinate, like hallucinations. When you talk, gotcha. Hallucinations are so big in AI. Like, and they're you can do all you can to like try to like avoid hallucinations in AI, but it's just fucking impossible, dude. It's just impossible. You're just not gonna do it. Like ever. So well, I'm probably about to end stream actually. I got some homework I gotta do. But pretty chill stream, pretty chill stream. And even got a type on self. What do you mean I'm a bot? What are you talking about? Oh, like on this? I'm not very good at Python. So, I mean, if that's wrong, please let me know. Start to write, check odd, even control. Yeah, like, is that the wrong way to call self? What do you mean? I could very well be wrong about how I'm doing things. I'm more used to like doing classes in C++, so I don't know what the fuck I'm doing when it comes to this. I like is conversation as the type. Oh, like conversation, like my class name? What? Oh, you mean like... You talking about this? I just do this. More so for like dev purposes. So I don't forget what the fuck it does. I don't know though. I rarely do anything. Yeah, string wrapped of class name as type. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm not following 100%, but I think that's you, bro. You're funny. Yeah, but do I need to pass this in a different way? Like, is that kind of like what you're referring to? Like, I can kind of like follow like what you're saying, but I don't see how like my implementation is wrong, or like if there's a better, or like you know what I'm talking about. If there's like a better implementation. Oh, shit. By the way, you're having tea? I forgot the name. Tea? Am I drinking tea? Oh, you're talking about the Arizona tea that I used to drink, right? No, I'm drinking got a Red Bull. You know the balls to repeat what I said? Yeah, you're right, I don't. Not sponsored, but sugar-free Red Bull. This is my second one of the day. So, I actually haven't had an Arizona tea in a while. It's been a minute. So, yeah, okay, I got you. I need to get another one of those, honestly. Yeah, I used to like show that off every stream. I'd be like, guess what I'm drinking, guys? The same shit as always. It's funny. By the way, guys, I mean, I know like it's only you two in here right now, but I think I might start streaming on Twitch as well. You shouldn't drink energy drink that much. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of cooked. I know. But yeah, I might start streaming on Twitch, but the good thing is that I'm gonna stream on YouTube and Twitch if I do ever switch over. So I'm still gonna be streaming on YouTube, but I might just try that out at some point. Just want to let you guys know. So, in case you were wondering. Alright. But anyways, guys, I gotta dip out. Alright. Got some shit I gotta finish before I go to sleep tonight. And I gotta eat. I've been fucking eating like all day. So definitely need to do that. Let me like my own stream really quick. It's very important that I do that. Very, very important that I do that. Okay. you go live on Twitch, don't open your notepad. What? What are you talking about? Don't open my notepad. Is that like... What? Is that like a reference to something? I genuinely don't know. I don't use Twitch like ever. I do have an account on Twitch. So. Fuck yeah. But anyways, I think we made decent progress. I mean, it's not shit. Like, we didn't really do anything, but it's, you know, it's enough. You know what I mean? So, you can add that and then commit and then push. Added test prompt. Origin. Feature. What branch is this? I always fucking forget. Save memory? I don't know, some shit like that. Yeah, smart memory save. That's what I called it. I don't know if it's all that smart, but sure. Okay, there we go. It's pushed. Nice. I know some guy stream on Twitch, but he turned to YouTube. He streamed on Twitch, but he went to YouTube? What are you talking about? Who would that be? I don't know. I do like streaming on YouTube though. It's kind of cool. Like I like the fact that these videos are like uploaded as like VODs afterward. You know what I mean? And like you don't have to like worry about like I don't know, like I can just like go back and watch like a stream. And I know you can like watch VODs too, but on YouTube they like stay forever. Like don't VODs like expire or some shit? Like on Twitch or something? Like I don't like that. It's weird. Large Twitch streamer opened his notepad and had a bunch of bad shit. Bro, I will say though, like Twitch clips, like Twitch like fails or whatever the fuck, funny as hell. Funny as hell. He used to stream on Twitch, but he found out YouTube is better, so he switched. But depends. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it does depend. I mean, I'm still kind of very small, so you can make them not expire. Switch to Kick? Fuck no. What's good, Psycho? I'm not switching to Kick, bro. No, fuck that. I've heard some shit about Kick. I'm not doing that. You can make them not expire. I feel like isn't that like only like a thing if you're like, I don't know, like if you meet like a certain criteria? Because I feel like I knew that, but I didn't meet like the criteria. I mean, I don't know. I can look up to it, or like I can look into it. But Kick is bad. It's gambling. Yeah, they gamble a lot on Kick, don't they? Yeah, they be gambling on that bitch. They be watching like copyrighted shit too. So the streaming service is good, to be honest. All right, chat. I really do gotta go. All right. I think it's 30 days max if you're a partner. Gotcha. If you're not a partner. Okay, gotcha. Infinite if you are. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm a partner. I think what am I on Twitch? Because I have a Twitch and it does have it doesn't have a small following. Like it, because I did used to stream on Twitch. Let me, a long time ago. Let me log into my account. Well, no, that's gonna take forever. Let me just search up my account. I don't even know if I could find it. What the hell? I always forget my Twitch password. I don't know. Anyways, guys, I have a Twitch. I don't remember what I was, but I was something, okay? So look forward to that if you guys do want to do that. I mean, obviously I'm still going to be here on YouTube, and I don't know when that's going to take place, okay? But just wanted to let you guys know, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Alright, guys. Well, say goodbye to Snorlax. Okay, the new and improved Snorlax. Okay, say goodbye to Snorlax, guys. This Snorlax will be with us forever. So, because I didn't like the fact that we had like just a Christmas only Snorlax. Like now we have a, you know what I'm saying? Like now we just have like a Snorlax. What'd you say? Calm. Snorlax. All right. See you later, Psycho. See you, Nutshell. Good to see you guys here. All right. Thank you guys always, of course, for the support. O2. Thank you for the support, of course. Anyone else who came by, appreciate you guys. Have a good Valentine's Day. Won't be streaming tomorrow. Got plans. Okay. But do you have chess? Do I have chess? I can play chess, yeah. I used to actually stream chess back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Why is this so... Oh, you said con. I don't know what that means. Alright, guys. Have a good night. Alright, stay safe. Have a good Valentine's Day. Like I said, won't be streaming. Got plans. Alright, but we'll see you guys on Sunday. Okay? Alright? Take care.